Hello, my friends. Welcome to Cajun Underwood. I'd appreciate if you like and subscribe. We're on YouTube and X and also Facebook. And we're trying to sell our books. And Arthur the Red River Man by William T. Underwood Jr. is on Smashword, it's on iBook, and it's also on Amazon. I have 5 books out there, and that's the main reason I'm doing this is to sell books. And this is a deal about quick and easy gumbo. Now, this is for the housewife that, needs to make something really delicious for her husband right quick. Or this is for the man of the house that says, well, I got to fix supper. And this is the recipe right here. And you're perfectly willing, if you want to pause it and look it all over. And it goes through the ingredients. And, this is my secret weapon here. I love this gumbo vegetable mix. It's got the okra in it and the corn and everything all ready to go. So all you gotta do is just dump it in a pot. And, I prefer, like a 2-gallon pot with a lid on it. Now, I also would like to say the big shortcut here is this. And Jua gravy. Now you can take 2 packs of this, put it in a couple cups of water in a bowl, and put this in there and mix it up, and it will be a thickener, and it'll give it a little flavor boost. And of course, you slap your mama from down the street from where my mama used to live, and of course, cayenne pepper. Because Cajuns, we use Tabasco peppers and we use cayenne peppers. And occasionally we use black peppers, but it's rare. And sometimes we do for a little kick. And also garlic powder. And the favorite secret weapon, gumbo. Now, Zatarain's got a great filet of gumbo. And this is Adams, and they're real good. And they're kind of hard to get, so you have to work for finding you some gumbo mix. And gumbo mix goes in the last 5 minutes because, if you put it in the start, it will cook out. It's a flavor enhancer, so if you just normally say, well, I can take a teaspoon of cayenne. Well, if you put gumbo in there, it might be best to cut that in half because it's a flavor enhancer. Makes it taste malty. And with these 2 ingredients, this and this, all of a sudden, you got something that people can't hardly tell. Now, I also like to use a good quality rice. This is what I like, the jasmine. And an old Chinese lady told me, wash your rice 7 times. You take half a cup of rice, and I really prefer 3/4 of a cup, not a full cup, but 3/4 of a cup of rice. And you put it in a bowl and you run water on it and you stir it up and you pour the water out, and then you run water in it again and you stir it up and you pour the water out, and you do that 7 times. And what it does is it gets rid of the bugs and the arsenic and all that bad stuff. And you should always wash your rice. Really, you should. And now, gumbo, you can put whatever meat you want. Some do a loaded seafood gumbo with oysters and add the whole bit. I don't. I usually make 1 or 2 kinds. I either make the kosher kind for my Jewish friends, which is beef sausage and chicken, and it's delicious. And you make it a big bowl of gumbo with chicken and beef sausage and serve it to them, and I mean, you'll have a friend for life, buddy. because they love it. They do. They just love it. I have been to big churches. I made a big old pot of that, and if you're not quick, you won't get any, because they love it. And if you want to use the seafood one, you use beef sausage, and just get you some good old Walmart shrimp tails, pre-cooked. And I like the ones that are peeled and deveined. I don't want to go through all that stuff. This is a quick and easy gumbo mix. Now, some people make the rice separate and then pour the gumbo on top of the rice. But this method is with rice in it. I've always made it that way. It's really up to you. This recipe calls for you to put it in 20 minutes before it's done. Now, you get a good rolling boil on your vegetables and let it go for about 5 minutes. Put some salt and pepper, some garlic, and a little dash, not much, just stuff is strong. Slap your mama, just a little bit. And you get it going about 5 minutes. Then you add the rice and you start timing it, because in 20 minutes it's going to be blast off time, And, after you get that rice in there and get it stirred, you can take your andouille mix and put it in there and put it in some cold water, mix it up real good, and pour it in there in the pot too. Now, this kind of pot is what I prefer to use. And I just didn't have my gumbo pot out. This is my gumbo pot. It's got a glass lid so I can see what's going on, little holes so it don't rattle. And got a thick bottom. Love this pot. And as you can see, I can dump, a quart of water in there, just like that, boom. Now, sometimes I like to add a can of Rotel tomatoes if I have them. If I don't, it ain't gonna hurt a thing. But, Rotel is always good in anything. And you should really try this recipe. You really can't go wrong unless you overcook it and burn it. We can show you how to make a roux gravy, but that's really complicated. You gotta be on the stick. You make one mistake, it burns. You put it too early in the pot, a whole thing burns. So I would not call that fast and easy. This recipe is something that can get you in and out. And I forgot to tell you, I like to take a good onion and chop it up and put it in there with the vegetable. Because I like mine a lot of onions, a lot of garlic, a lot of cayenne, and just a little bit, like a level teaspoon of Smack Your Mama. Now there's others out there that's just as good. The old Cajun down there selling that two-step, it's real good. And a lot of people are selling these other ones, and they're good. You can throw them in your gumbo. Because you need that special flavor. And with the Smack Your Mama, the cayenne pepper, and the filet gumbo, and the garlic, and the andouille gravy mix, it's going to just set it off. It's like everybody's going to go, whoa, it's great. And they're really going to enjoy it. And you're going to be the hero. And God bless.